Hi YouTube, UKLockPicka back with another video. This week's video for Stock Lock Sunday is going to be me picking this GEGE EN series, I think, or ENS, I'm not too sure. I've tried to pick this twice now on camera with with no luck. And this piece keeps on falling out, which just needs slipping back in. Basically what that's there for is to stop duplicate keys being used. So as you can see, it's protruding, so if you try to use a dummy key, it wouldn't be able to go all the way in without modification, because this little nib will stop you. This here is actually metal, but this lock is an absolute headache to pick. Very challenging. There's 6 pins in here. You can count them by simply putting your pick in the back and then counting the clicks as you pull forward. All of them are serrated driver pins. There's countermilling in the plug, and it really is a difficult lock to pick. So I'm not going to whiz through this lock. What I'm going to do is try and explain everything that I'm doing, so maybe the newer pickers can understand how we tackle high security locks and the tools we use. And the tools I'm going to use for this lock is a pry bar. This is used to tension from pin side, whether you've got the lock upside down or this way around, whichever way you want to look at it. And I always start with the lock with medium tension. I'm using SS Dev hooks. That's a really deep hook, and that's a little thinner hook. I'll be swapping between the two as and when needed. So the way I normally start picking a lock is obviously put it in the vise, pick a decent tension bar, medium tension. And what I'm looking for is stiff pins. So basically a stiff pin is like that. There's no movement on it. Yeah. And I'm nudging just a little bit at a time until that same pin goes loose. So I'm going to start at the back of the lock, and I'm on 6 now, see. It's stiff. Give it a little nudge and it'll go loose. Pull your pick forward and you'll feel a little bridge if you pull backwards and forwards. That's the pin head. You want to stop on top of the pin, so you're picking the middle of the pin every time. Pulling back onto 4. Stiff. Back onto 3. If you get a pin like that and it's stiff, but it doesn't want to pick, it just means that there's another pin before it that needs picking. Because each time you're picking a pin, even if you're stuck on a serration, you're getting a slight turn. Number 1 is bound. These went loose now. Work my way back through the pack. 2's loose. 3, stiff. Doesn't want to be picked yet. 4, wants to be picked. 5, picked. 6. So now what you'll say, oh no, it went. I thought there was another stiff pin, never mind. So 1, 2, 3. Lost a good few pins there, which you will see a lot with this lock because of the tolerances that it's made to. It's a very precise lock. 3, 4's loose. 5, needed picking. 6, needed picking. Back onto 5, needed picking. I'm going to try 6 again, needed picking. So each click that you're hearing is a ledge on the serrated security pin as I'm pushing it out of the chamber. When you first go to pick the lock, the springs in the chambers below are pushing the security driver pin through the holes in the chamber and sitting inside the plug. So when you've got serrated pins, they get stuck each time you make the click going through, and this plug has countermilling, which makes it even more of a ball ache. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, come back to 5, stiff, go back to 6, 6 is loose, 5 is, so now on 4 we're moving back towards the front end of the lock. One's loose, 2 is, little movement on that one. Six going. Move my way all the way back, searching for those stiff pins or binding pins. So one's loose, 2 is, I think 3 is hiding behind 2, and I'm getting false feedback of 2. So 1, 2, 3's loose, 4, 5 setting. Unless he's stuck on the countermilling, which I think he is. Swap out picks. Still keeping the tension medium. I've probably knocked it up in between medium and heavy, just to stop the pins resetting. Straight away when I've picked 5, 2's bound, not anymore. 3's loose. Click off 6. Click off 5. Back to the front. 1's still loose. 2 is. 3 is. 4 went a little bit more. Thought I snapped me pick that, I would have been wounded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1's still where he needs to be. 2 hasn't bound yet. 3 is. 4, Swap out for the deeper pick. That was 6. He was stuck on the counter melon, which was why it was an absolute nightmare to get down. Three, 4. Four again. One's in place. Two's tighter, which means we've pressed something in the right direction. 3 set. Swap the picks out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 2, and a little bit of movement on the car. 3 stiff. 'A little bit more movement when I touch 2 once again. Two went. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 set. So we should have 5. Which we got. screw number 6 is going to be our last pin. So 1, 2, it was 2. Anyway, like I said, it wasn't going to be a fast video. It was just going to be a video that was going to really try to help other pickers in the way, well, in the way that I pick locks. You're going to pick locks very differently to me, and there's nothing wrong with that, but hopefully that's going to give you some insight in the way I do it, and maybe you can take a couple of pointers from me, which will then help you pick locks or high security locks. So like I said, you pick off the binders, and it's just a systematic way of keep on going through, and you'll have noticed there some of them did reset, but the main thing is nothing overset, which is a massive bonus when you're going to pick locks. Pick selection is also another thing that you need to be cautious of. Even me, I was trying to pick this lock with just this pick with no luck, and as soon as I introduced a slightly different profile, then the lock opened. So try new picks. Don't try and keep yourself to one pick. I do it. I've got a bad habit of doing it. So if you're new to the game, then just try new picks. Also, if you're new to the game, yeah, you're gonna have a quick play about with zipping locks and raking locks. But honestly, and I wish I did this from the very beginning, I wish I just got a cheap lock and I learned how to single pin pick from the get-go. Because that's all I do now. Just single pin pick, and I wish I did it from the start. So maybe it's a pointer that you want to try. But yeah, that's the GEGE lock picked, so I'm buzzing with that. I'm going to quickly gut it for you. So make sure that that's side on like that, so you know that the pins are this side. Put your follower through. So in one, standard, there's the drill protection, that stops you from drilling or prevents you from drilling. 3, 4, 5 and 6. So you'll notice that number 1 is a stainless steel pin, which acts as more anti-drill protection against the normal pins. In here you'll see, if it focuses, all of them apart from number 1 has got countermilling in it, which is an extra ledge for the security pins to catch on. The profile is quite paracentric, but with the right pick selection you can get straight up there and up through the top. I'll put that on one side. Business end of it, like I said, was all serrated pins. Serrated pins look like that. Very deep ledges. That was in 1, 2, stainless steel pin, more anti-drill protection. 3, 4. I know because I've already gutted this. 5 and 6 were massive. Look at the size of that one. 6. Inside there's just springs, but we'll have them out as well if you like. We've got 6 springs. You can all got on that. Also, I've just noticed is I think they've got rounded edges on them ones, which means it will be quite easy to overset. Yeah, they have. They've got tapered edges. which makes it very easy to pop into the chambers where the driver pins are once you've set it, because you've got pressure on the plug. When you push up, this will scoot straight into the plug, and then this will be stuck in between the shear line. But anyway, I hope that that's helped some people. I hope you enjoyed the video. That's a quick close-up. I will do a slideshow. Apologies for the long video, but like I said in the beginning, it wasn't going to be a fast one, because it's A, it's a tough lock to pick, and B, I was trying to explain everything I was doing. But if you liked the video, hit the like button. Please leave your comments. If you're not a subscriber already, hit that subscribe button please. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.